Hey, what's going on, everyone? Thanks for joining another episode of Airguns of Michigan. My name is Moose, and today we are going to be talking about the Hatsan Bullboss in .22 caliber. Now, full disclosure, this was my unicorn gun for a long time. It really truly was. I really thought that this was going to be the ultimate game changer for me. I thought that, in my PCP ventures, that this gun was going to be the one that was going to take the cake from all other guns, and it did for a very short while. And I'm just trying to be honest with you guys. There is a lot of other guns that you could get in this price range that were way better than this gun. And I hate to say that, I really do. This is the gun that I hate to love and love to hate in the same place. I love this gun. It is near and dear to my heart, but it's not very good. It's just not. It's just not. This gun has a very, very heavy weight to it. Granted, it is towards the back, so it does shoulder well. It really does. But the other downfall is the trigger is just, it lacks a lot. It really does. And I've tried to tune it, and I've gotten it so you could kind of feel that second stage, but it's just not a good trigger. Don't know why. I really don't. I do enjoy the safety. It's right here in front of the trigger, so it's nice to be able to just push it forward and then pull it back and push it forward. The one thing I don't like is it's an automatic safety. So when you cock the gun, the safety automatically engages, which personally I don't really prefer. It's not a game breaker or a deal breaker for me, but it is something that's kind of irritating. The magazines are some of the easiest, nicest magazines to load. I'll give you credit for that. However, the cocking mechanism is gritty and chunky and clunky, and it's just not there. Don't know. I mean, I guess maybe I'm getting spoiled, but then again, not. Because I have other entry-level PCPs that outshoot this gun with accuracy, that are more consistent without regulators, that are lighter, that their trigger feels much, much better, that their cocking mechanisms are much, much better. I don't know. Maybe I got a bum one from the factory. I don't know. But it's the gun I love to hate. It really, truly is. I don't know how else to say it to you guys. I really don't. Because it's something that aesthetically it looks amazing. It really does. It has a great look to it. I do enjoy the feel of the gun. It's just when it comes down to the accuracy and the trigger and the safety being auto and the clunky and grindy and kind of like sandy feel of the cocking mechanism as well as the trigger, it just adds up to a lot of frustration for what I really wanted to be this amazing gun. Now that I got all that out of the way, and you guys are sick and tired of hearing me blabble on about how this gun just isn't living up to what it should be, let's really talk about the gun. Shooting 15.89 grain JSBs, I am getting roughly 1,050 feet per second and about 39 foot-pounds of energy. That's quite impressive, honestly. It really is. It's accurate enough, certainly, to go hunting with. That's more than enough pounds of energy to take down most small and half the medium game in my area. It is accurate at 50 yards. I have other guns that shoot way more accurately in entry level at 50 yards. But it's still there. All in all, I mean, it seems to hold a zero well. The unfortunate part is that being an unregulated gun, the shot strength is all over the place. From a full fill, I mean, I can get spreads of as much as 60 and 80 unregulated. That's crazy. That's a huge spread. But it is what it is. Could it be better with a regulator? Absolutely. Do I think you could add a regulator? I think so. Haven't really looked into it, but it might be something I'm interested in doing. The other thing that just drives me nuts, and I know everybody else who has one of these synthetic stocks has said the same thing, is the gumminess in the stock on the bipod. I mean, you can see the wiggleness. It's even if you hold the stock tightly, the gun itself rotates inside of the stock. It's just a design flaw. It truly is. They could have done something to reinforce this more. I actually thought about doing something to reinforce this more, and I still may. So it might be something you guys are interested in keeping an eye on my channel to see about how I resolve this. I do have quite a few ideas, and I think you guys might like them. So hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and if you're interested in stiffening up the stock in your Hatsan Bullboss, let me know. This isn't 22 cal. I'm sure you guys probably figured that out by the 18.8 or 15.89 grain pellets. I got pellets all over the brain. I do have it topped with a UTG. This is the 4 to 16 by 44 with the side wheel adjustment. And it's a good scope for this gun. I don't have any issues with it whatsoever. But once again, I just think the gun is lacking a lot. It's not lacking power, that's for sure. It even shoots the Howler 22 or 20.3 grain slugs at like, I don't know, 3/4 900. So you're talking like 960, 980. I mean, that's cooking. That's really cooking. And this gun is throwing them down there. I have not touched this hammer spring at all on this gun. I have made no other adjustments other than to the trigger. And at this point, I feel like I have the trigger just about as good as I'm ever going to get it. It sure would be nice for just a little bit smoother. And then on top of that, just a little bit smoother of a cocking mechanism without that grindiness. Really, you can hear it grinding. I think what I may do, and as a matter of fact, I will do, I'm going to tear this gun apart, and I'm going to polish and tighten and lubricate and get all these parts functioning much, much better. I'm going to adjust my hammer spring as well. Try to get the shot count a little more consistent, as well as the shot feet per second, because that's the big killer in this gun. Something's up, and I'm sure it needs to be adjusted. So I will put together a video. We will do it this coming week, and then you can look for it within about a week. I'll shoot a video on tearing apart the gun. The different steps that I took scared me. The different parts that I polish on the gun, things like that, and then we'll go from there. And you guys will be able to see what this gun, I really feel, potentially might be capable of. I don't know if I'm going to get to the stiffening of the stock, but I am certainly going to address the grittiness in the cocking lever. I am certainly going to address the grittiness in the trigger, as well as the grittiness in the clunkiness in this safety. So, as well as, the other thing I'd like to do is get rid of this thing is such a bear to pull out of there. It's just, I don't know, I mean, it seems like it's a good design, this adjustable cheek rest, but I don't know, it's just kind of, I don't know, dang it, I really want to love this gun. So, I'm going to make that my journey over the next week. I'll bring you guys another video, and we're going to talk more about this gun and how it has evolved from what I'm talking about now to what I'm going to talk about then. Hey, thanks for tuning in. This is Moose with Airguns of Michigan, and guys, be safe. God bless you, and we'll see you guys soon. Take care.